I trust this will suffice.
God smiles upon the generous.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar! A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one.
Oh.
That dream died long ago. You should have done the same. Your kingdom will perish alongside you. By my hand.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence!
Who could do this? Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Luis.
A shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
Here begins the demo prologue of Metaphor ReFantazio. What we have to offer you is but a taste of the story from its beginning, but through it, your experience will mirror the full version. Should you wish it, you may carry over your save data to the full version. We thank you for expressing your curiosity about our tale of fantasy.
I thought that was going to be like, hey, read this. But hey, I'm here. We didn't get like a title screen, so I'm doing my little spiel here. We're playing Metaphor ReFantazio. This is, as you can tell, the prologue demo. It carries over to the full game, so we're playing it now, and we'll just transfer our progress to the full game. Very excited. Let's just load it up. I'll keep the intro short for today. Oh, here's my title screen. But yeah, Atlas's new release. Let's just dive in. I don't have much to say. I pretty much was, as soon as this game was announced, I was pretty much on board with playing it. So, you know, let's just dive in. I'm gonna preemptively lower this stuff a little. We'll keep music like that and sound effects like that. Yeah, it's fine. Let's just dive in. I don't have much to say except that I'm very excited.
Who's there? I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight.
Oh no, the scheming man can sight me.
Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest? Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. The one who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
Do I not get a canon name? I don't think this guy has a canon name. You know what? I'm just going with my standard. I was going to try to reference a video game character, but I'd rather just go with the Joshua Kudogane. Oh, I don't do like a last name thing? I thought this was an Atlas game, so I had to do the last name. Hold up. Metaphor. ReFantazio. Canon name. Protag. If there is one, I'd rather copy it. What is the protagonist's canon name? There are multiple canon names depending on the language you're playing, but the main canon name is Will. Well, it may be unintentional. The name may have connections to the protagonist's journey. Okay. Yeah, we can go with Will. Maybe. This is for you, not the protag. Oh, is it really? In that case, we'll just do Nova.
Ah, a most unusual name. One I've never heard in our world. Which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours. It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy. But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation?
Not necessarily.
More than wishful thinking, more than fiction. Something capable of affecting the realities beyond its bounds. This must be what you believe. I confess, my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is, then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself, so let this tale begin.
Difficulty. Difficulty can be changed later on, so Regicide. They won't let me play on Regicide. Well, we're gonna start on normal, and maybe I'll up it to hard if the game is too easy. Confirm says you'll name the protag later. Alright, that's cool. Good to know.
Looks like we're in the clear. The capital's just through this desert.
Is it true then? The king is dead?
Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them.
Monsters, huh? I've certainly been hearing the stories.
To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming. Mark my words. That much is certain.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
Come on, let's see some respect for the militia! Us folk, we're commoners! No crown or church will save us!
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is a little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
An igniter? How'd they get one of those?
Come on, hey, keep it moving! Hurry it up! Next one! Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder. So he is. No horns, no knife. Filthy gremlin like you. What you got in the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy. Hold it! Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line! Unless you want to get stuck like us.
Wrecked.
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Stand aside!
Oh, goodbye. This area already reminds me of the first open field in SMT5. Oh, yeah. Even more so. What the heck?
This place already feels like a death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Louis saving us?
What the heck is Memorandum?
Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached?
I need to see what this is. Oh, this is like the, I think FF16 had something like this. The active time lure or whatever. That acts as conduit for magic power, without which people cannot perform magic. Okay, so magic igniters, basically like the, hey, you can use magic. This is neat. I'm just like skimming these. Magic-powered semi-automated vehicles designated for traversing. Okay, just vehicles. Cool, cool. I'm getting like the gist of what this stuff is. Yeah, religion. Alright, cool. Oh, I love these portraits. I love this UI.
Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
Alright, let's see. This is the fairy companion. Let's see if I end up hating her or if I actually find her tolerable. That's normally how I get with, like, fairy companions or, like, companions like Null and Ruby and Lunar. What mission?
What mission?
I talk?
Come on. This is no time for jokes.
I'm actually really happy about that. I was prepared for a silent protagonist.
You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
Tradia Desert.
Think we'll make it?
You don't look hurt though, so that's good news. You can move, right? I'm thinking we should find a place where we can see the whole area. Basic controls: move around, R2 to dash, O for enemy attacks. Some actions you can perform. Yeah. So I know like nothing about this game other than the fact that like I saw like one or maybe two. I saw one trailer on it and I was pretty much sold on it, and then I kept hearing stuff about it and I was like, yeah, I'm definitely playing this. So I don't really know much about like how the gameplay is gonna work here. So I'm actually really excited. Wait, I'm sending something close. Don't move. That's a worm.
Watch out!
Yeah, those look especially dangerous, so watch out. I don't think I've noticed that yet though. L2 is to use Fey Sight. This lets you see when Galaga senses. This is basically Third Eye, like in Persona. When you see an enemy you've never confronted before, it will show up as unknown.
Okay.
Dude, this is sick.
Strong ones ahead. We gotta be careful.
How do I pull my attack? Oh, it's square.
They look pretty tough. Careful
Ow.
Our health is getting low. Careful.
I see that. Oh, goodbye.
You can't die on us. You're all we have.
Fantasy is dead. Well, that ends the demo. Who knew it was so short?
End here?
My tale does not end here.
Okay.
Just avoid the enemies, head for high ground. Okay. Excuse me for wanting to, like,
They look
fight
pretty tough.
Galaga.
Careful now.
Ow.
You don't have much health left. Don't go too hard.
Yeah, give me an herb. Okay, this seems interesting. So far. I guess right now they just want me to escape, though.
Look. Just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Yeah, I got it.
Leave it to me.
You say that, but let's go over it one more time. First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center. This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die.
Why do some media pieces spell center S-C or C-E-N-T-R-E? It's really weird to me.
And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least. I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
But do you heal me?
Right.
It's as though music is playing directly in my mind. The effect of Gallica's magic is
Music
inspiring.
was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier.
Alright, cool.
Look! Over there!
That's a road, isn't it? What a relief. Grand Trad is already in sight.
Let's go.
Can I do combat? Almost there. Let's keep moving and stay out of sight. Yeah, this area... Actually, I'm getting more of the, what is it? I'm getting more of the blasted Tokyo vibes here than the desert dot. Which, albeit, look kind of similar already. What's up, dude? Just passing by. Uh-oh, this is bad. I mean, I already died. What's worse than meeting death itself?
This land of 8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic. The United Kingdom of Uchronia. The year is 785. Uchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built.
Yo, I love my different colored eyes.
Story of fantasy.
Pretty sick.
May this faded world be painted anew.
I really like protagonists, or just characters with different colored eyes. Oh, great seeker, bearer, fantasy empowered. I didn't think I had to read that. You got Yuna from FF10 and 10-2, and then you got technically Asbel when he gets the Lambda Eye. Pretty sick. What's up, Raptor? Welcome to the stream. Also, Alex, welcome. Not silent protagonist. I feel like this protagonist is gonna be like a somewhat in between, like he'll voice the dialogue choices and that's it. But I guess we'll see. Honestly, I'm fine with that. At least he gets some lines.
Get on with it, then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please! I've done nothing wrong! Lying dog! Don't try to deny it! You trample the law for the fun of it!
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead!
Yeah!
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Paribus said.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin? Bless you. Oh,
careful!
Hurry!
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid! Look, we're not tourists here. We've gotta stay focused.
Right.
You noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only Elder here, in the whole city even.
Yeah, well, you know.